We are born curious. Humanity has always looked up at the vast expanse of existence. The sun's journey, the moon's silver light, the stars, each inspired wonder. We asked, why? What is this world so full of life and endings? The cycle of birth, growth, and decay was everywhere. We sensed something more, something beyond what our eyes could see. This was the dawn of questioning. Religion became our first language, a way to explain the forces that shaped our lives. Thunder, lightning, storms, the miracle of a newborn child, mysteries seeking answers. Religion offered comfort in fear, order in chaos, and wove communities together. Stories were told around the fire, myths of creation, of heroes, of gods and spirits. Rituals took shape, connecting people to the sacred. These narratives gave meaning, answering the soul's deep yearning. Humanity needed these stories. They were the first threads in the great tapestry of belief. Our earliest beliefs were not just explanations, they were the glue of society. They helped us face the unknown together. Through shared stories we found purpose. The sacred was woven into daily life. These first questions set us on a path, a journey that would shape civilizations. The search for meaning had begun, and it would never truly end. This is where the story of belief begins. Our ancestors lived in nature's embrace. The world was alive. Every rock, tree, and stream held a spirit. This was animism, the belief that all things are infused with life. Humans were part of a spiritual web, not above it. Shamans bridged the worlds, guiding and healing. Shared beliefs strengthened kinship and community. Animism's legacy endures, in our awe of nature, our rituals, our longing for connection. Then came a great change, the discovery of agriculture. We learned to plant, to nurture, to harvest. Settling in one place brought new concerns and new prayers. The earth's fertility became vital. Our survival depended on it. New gods arose, of grain, rain, and abundance. Rituals were performed for plentiful crops. Our connection to the divine shifted. With surplus food, villages grew into towns and cities. Societies became more complex. Hierarchies formed. Rulers, warriors, and priests gained influence. They stood between the people and the gods. God kings appeared, their rule seen as divinely ordained. Religion legitimized power, inspired awe, and commanded obedience. Grand temples and monuments rose, honoring gods and rulers alike. Priesthoods became organized, managing rituals and interpreting omens. Organized religion took root, shaping civilizations from the ground up. Faith became intertwined with authority. The sacred and the political merged. Religion was no longer just personal. It was public, institutional. These changes set the stage for the rise of empires. The gods of the harvest became the gods of kings. Belief became a tool for unity and for control. The story of faith was now the story of civilization, and the world would never be the same. The seeds of power and belief had been sown. Their legacy endures in every society. The journey pressed on. In ancient Persia, a prophet arose, Zoroaster. He brought a powerful vision, the world as a stage for a cosmic battle. Two primal forces, good and evil, locked in eternal struggle. On one side, Ahura Mazda, the wise lord, source of light and truth. On the other, Angra Mainyu, the destructive spirit, embodiment of darkness. Humanity was not a spectator, we were participants, gifted with free will, the power to choose to follow righteousness or fall to the lie. Ethical conduct became paramount. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Zoroaster spoke of an afterlife where choices would be judged. The impact of Zoroastrianism was immense. Its ideas echoed through the ages: heaven, hell, judgment, a savior. These beliefs influenced Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Dualism shaped how we see good and evil. It gave new urgency to moral choices. Zoroaster's vision still resonates. The struggle between light and dark is part of every faith. We are called to choose, to act, to shape the world. The cosmic battle continues in every heart. The story of belief grew richer, more complex, and the journey pressed on. Zoroaster's legacy is a reminder. Our choices matter. The world is shaped by what we believe and what we do. The search for meaning deepened, and new paths emerged. The story continued. No faith exists in a vacuum. Cultures met through trade, migration, and conquest. Ideas traveled, religions encountered each other, sometimes in peace, sometimes in conflict. Syncretism emerged, the blending of traditions. Gods found new names, rituals absorbed local customs, stories were reinterpreted. Global faiths took on local colors, becoming richer and more diverse. Empires rose, ruling over diverse peoples. Religion became a tool for unity or for expansion. The ruler was often seen as chosen by the divine. Temples and religious institutions allied with the throne. Faith intertwined with civic duty and law. Religion could bind an empire together or tear it apart. The blending of beliefs shaped civilizations. Our spiritual tapestry grew ever more vibrant. The journey of faith continued. Centuries passed, and the world changed rapidly. The Renaissance and Enlightenment sparked new thinking. Science offered new ways to understand the universe. Tradition faced new questions. Capitalism and the Protestant Reformation challenged old authority. Faith became more personal, less reliant on intermediaries. Spirituality began to separate from organized religion. Some found God in nature, others in philosophy or art. Science deepened wonder for many, not extinguished it. New discoveries opened new questions for faith. The dialogue between science and religion became central. Many paths now led to the sacred. The search for meaning adapted to a changing world. The journey pressed on. Religion has inspired great compassion and love. The golden rule echoes across faiths. Do unto others. Countless lives touched by kindness, motivated by deep conviction. Yet faith has also justified hatred and violence. Wars fought in God's name, persecutions carried out with zeal. The human heart is a paradox, capable of immense love and terrible darkness. Religion reflects this duality. Sacred texts can inspire peace or fuel conflict. The challenge is to uphold the highest ideals, to emphasize what unites us. This is the ongoing work for every person of faith. We stand at a new frontier, our world more connected than ever. Information flows instantly. Science unveils new wonders. New forms of belief are emerging, less tied to old institutions, more personal. Some find spirituality in science, others in nature or community. An ecological consciousness is growing, seeing the sacred in our planet. The quest for meaning and connection continues. Shared values, compassion, justice, understanding become more important. For some, spirituality exists without dogma, a personal code. The future of faith is unwritten. We are creatures of mystery and wonder. The sacred evolves as humanity evolves. Our journey of belief is ongoing. The story of the divine is still being written by us. This is the future. Not religion, not gods, not blind belief, but communion with reality itself. Scientific pantheism is just the deep, grounded awe for the universe as it really is. No creator, just creation. No supernatural, just the sacredness of stars, cells, and consciousness. It's about being part of the whole, feeling that connection, and living with intention and reverence. No faith needed, just presence. This is the future. Scientific pantheism isn't about believing in some god floating above. It's about recognizing that the universe itself is sacred. The stars, the soil, your breath, your brain, it's all connected. No superstition, no blind faith, just awe for reality. We don't worship a creator, we celebrate creation. The divine isn't out there, it's right here, in everything we're made of. Scientific pantheism is not a belief in a supernatural god, but in the awe-inspiring reality of nature and the universe itself. It teaches reverence for life, for matter, for energy, for the stars and the cells. It unites science and spirituality without superstition. We don't worship a creator, we honor the creation and our role within it. The divine is not beyond us, it is everything we are made of.